Hi, hope you're keeping safe. If you're looking for something a little more complicated to build over the lockdown, why not try my small cabinet on a stand? Free plans are available and the whole series has its own playlist. Hi, so this is just a wrap-up video. We've finished the project. The small cabinet on a stand is complete. And I'm just going to talk you through some of the options that I took and show you some of the features that this project has. The stand for this project uses mortise and tenons and open mortise and tenons and partial half laps. I decided to go with a plain lower rail on the side of the stand, and the actual joint line is quite long to keep the rigidity within the stand. The case itself shows off the pippy oak, cat's paw oak to great effect. I finished the piece on the outside with a finishing oil, which is a tung oil mixture with a polyurethane in it. The front of the case shows the lovely quarter sawn oak veneers that we cut, and you can now see really for the first time the handles that I produced for this piece. The handles are designed to look as though the front of the door has been peeled back like the cover of a book, and I've displayed underneath a veneer of mahogany just to give some contrast. The handles are attached by cutting a groove into the front of the door, and then I've got a long tenon on the back of that handle that just fits into the groove. And the mahogany veneers, I simply cut back the oak veneer and applied small veneer of mahogany and trimmed it up to the door edges. There really is quite a curl to the handle. I roughed these handles out on my bandsaw, and if you watch the videos I did on basic bandsaw techniques, you'll see one of the techniques that I used, and you should be able to work out how to cut these. Inside, you may be able to see the holes for the adjustable shelves. I do still need to visit my glass supplier to order a shelf, but that should fit in and make a nice feature too. The insides I polished with shellac. Somebody mentioned that I had hawks in the back of my cupboard, and you can clearly see from this picture what he meant. Looking down at the closure buttons, I can see that the right hand door is rubbing a little more than the left, but I'm going to leave that for the cabinet to acclimatise to its new position for a month or so, and then tackle any issues with tightness on the doors. The sprung latches at the top work very well. You'll remember the hinges that we modified, and I hope you'll see they look very nice on this cupboard. Overall, I'm really pleased with this little project. Look after yourselves and don't forget to subscribe to see videos every day during the COVID-19 problems.